Yo, you ever get the urge to travel and hike somewhere exotic, but maybe you're on a budget and don't even have a passport? Say less, big dog, this one's for you. I took a domestic flight straight to San Juan, Puerto Rico. No passport required, no currency exchange, and everybody speaks English out there. So, vamonos. This one, I'm gonna call it El Duque Hikes El Yunque. Now, you're gonna need a car, but parking is a bitch out here, so I had to improvise, but rentals are dirt cheap, and then you need to fuel up with some food, so grab some alcapurria, arroz con habichuela, bistec cebollado, mofongo, yuca seafood, some dessert with cafecito, frituras, and then take a break, and 3 dominoes with doñas at the park, bacalaíto, fire, pollo, paletas, fuck it, go get fat, lizards, stray cats, chickens, otro lizard, and also do some tourist shit. Don't forget to hit the beach and work on your pasty ass. Acho, papi, bendito nene, está cabrón, puñeta. That roughly translates to, welcome to Old San Juan, the land of salsa music, reggaeton, and world-famous rum, where you need to try a bit of it all, and when in Rome... Nah, chill, bro. Wait, no.
Look at this fucking guy.
What the fuck? What's going on? Yo, I didn't sign up for all this, so I don't know what's going on right now. I'm gonna edit this shit out, cause...
Okay, that's it. I've had enough.
Asshole.
Bunny booty. Okay.
God damn it, Jesus Christ.
I'm finna ride. Let's go hiking. Don't judge me, Hector. Bruh, even Hector was judging me mad hard. About to start my hike in El Yunque, Puerto Rico. Mount Britton, I think that's what it's called, Mount Britton Trailhead. And El Yunque National Forest. It's a national rainforest, the only rainforest in the United States, even though it's in Puerto Rico. I feel Rican.
I feel Puerto Rico.
You can hear the coquis, they're still chirping away. But I'm starting at the trailhead. I'm actually not even sure what is going to be the distance here. It's early in the morning. I mean, it's 8:16 in the morning. So, we're just getting started. Here we go. Bro, this is a jungle. I mean, I know it's a rainforest, but it's like a jungle. It's easy to forget that this isn't just another forest. El Yunque is the only tropical rainforest in the entire U.S. National Forest system. And the trail to Mount Britton climbs through several ecological zones, and the higher you go, the forest begins to change little by little, and you can tell that the vegetation up here has adapted to constant heavy rainfall and hurricane force winds because the humidity is thick, just like the snails. Look at this boy, he's thick as hell, boy, and everything has evolved here for a life soaked in water. I mean, look at the shelters, they're ruined. Everything is moldy, everything is just overgrown. And then you get to the top and there's this tower and it seems very kind of mysterious. You know, you get all the way up to the top, it's all full of mold. Everything is humid. You know, long before hiking trails existed, these mountains were sacred to the Taino people. And standing here today, it's not hard to understand why. From the top of the Mount Britton Tower, the forest stretches in every direction like an endless green ocean. On a clear day like today, you can see both the Atlantic Ocean and deep into the Puerto Rican interior. It's hard to believe that all of this fits inside a forest that's only about 28,000 acres. Some places make you want to talk. Others remind you to stay quiet. And I've got it all to myself. Wait. What? You know, somebody did tell me that this was a very popular hike. But what the fuck? I didn't expect to see all these people, bro. Now I'm trying to escape. And Ah, shit. Water is the reason El Yunque exists.
La Coca.
Starting off on the Coca Trail. It's a strenuous trail in El Yunque National Forest. Out of bamboo. You know, during my research of El Yunque, I read that depending on where you stand, that forest receives anywhere from 100 to more than 200 inches of rain every year. And that constant rainfall feeds all of the rivers that provide drinking water to hundreds of thousands of people across all of eastern Puerto Rico. Every stream, every waterfall begins somewhere high up in these mountains. The rainforest itself is layered into different ecosystems. The lower elevations are dominated by towering tabonuco forests. And higher up, you'll find Palo Colorado forests, dense groves of Sierra palms, and eventually cloud forests where everything is covered in moss and orchids and bromeliads and even ferns. And one sound almost every visitor remembers is the call of the coqui. These tiny tree frogs have become one of Puerto Rico's most beloved symbols. Their unmistakable coqui call echoes throughout the forest after every rainfall and at night, creating a soundtrack that is uniquely Puerto Rican. And despite covering less than 1% of Puerto Rico's land, El Yunque supports an incredible concentration of biodiversity. Hundreds of tree species, thousands of insects, colorful birds and reptiles. Even hurricanes, which can dramatically reshape the landscape, are part of the rainforest's natural rhythm. This place has evolved to survive powerful storms, allowing the forest to recover in remarkable ways after hurricanes like Hugo and Maria. As I worked my way from one creek crossing to the next, it was impossible not to think about how old this landscape really is. Every polished rock beneath my feet, every winding stream has been reshaped by millions of years of relentless rainfall. In a rainforest, water isn't just another feature of the landscape, it's the architect. It feeds the forest, supports countless forms of life, and patiently carves the mountains into the place where we experience it today. Every step through these streams felt like walking through a chapter of Puerto Rico's natural history. Standing beside La Coca Falls, it's impossible not to appreciate how all of these natural forces like rain, mountains, rivers, and of course time continue shaping this landscape every single day. It's not just beautiful because it's wild. It's beautiful because it's alive. I'm feeling Rican.
Y'all know I love me some Puerto Rican. I spelled Puerto Rican in this. Rican!
This is the El Yunque Park offices instead of the Welcome Center. You know, I spent some time exploring the visitor center afterwards to better understand everything that I just experienced while hiking. Cause bruh, chills. Look at this place. And it's nestled right in the middle of the forest, dude. You know, the exhibit tells the story of a forest that's been protected for nearly a century and a half. Back then, Spain first designated these mountains as protected land in 1876, making El Yunque one of the oldest protected forests in all of the Americas. And after Puerto Rico became a U.S. territory, it eventually became part of the National Forest System, and today it remains the only tropical rainforest in that entire system. The museum does a great job explaining not only the plants and the wildlife, but also the cultural importance these mountains have held for generations. And walking through these exhibits after hiking the trails gave me a much deeper appreciation for everything I've seen throughout the day. And sometimes understanding a place makes experiencing it even more meaningful. And of course, they got a gift shop. This is how they get you, though. I walked in, walked out, And then I wandered through the loop trail behind the visitor center where the forest gives way to a collection of outdoor art curated by local Puerto Rican artists. Each piece draws inspiration from the island's landscapes, the wildlife, and the cultural heritage, serving as a reminder that El Yunque isn't just a place to be explored, it's a source of identity and inspiration. And after spending the day surrounded by ancient trees and rushing streams and the unmistakable call of the coqui, seeing those experiences reflected through art felt like the perfect ending. And it was a reminder that the story of El Yunque isn't written only by nature, but also by the people who have cherished and protected it for generations. One of the things that continues to amaze me about Puerto Rico is just how much diversity fits into one little tiny island. In a single day, I went from standing inside a tropical rainforest surrounded by waterfalls and coqui frogs to walking centuries-old streets in Old San Juan to relaxing on the beach with the sound of salsa drifting through the air, and finishing the evening watching pigeons gather in one of the city's most iconic plazas. Puerto Rico is rich with history, music, food, culture, and the landscapes that feel completely different from what most people picture when they think of the United States. And the best part is that as a U.S. citizen, I didn't even need a passport.
I felt Puerto Rican. Y'all know I love me some Puerto Rican. I felt Puerto Rican in this. Rican. Whoa. Beady, 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 bum, bum.
Selena wasn't Puerto Rican.